What the f do I do now? I don't know. Go straight.
For a guy who spent his whole career going left and right on road courses, Shane Van Gisbergen just did something on a plain old oval that even he could not believe was happening. And there is a radio clip from Sunday night that proves it. The New Zealand driver was racing at North Wilkesboro Speedway on Sunday, July 19th. This is a short track in North Carolina, only 5/8 of a mile long. Short tracks have always been the hardest thing for Shane. Back home, he raced supercars, a series with 0 ovals. So, little short ovals are pretty much the opposite of everything he grew up doing. But by the end of the night, he finished 5th in the Window World 450. That ties the best oval finish of his whole NASCAR Cup career. He led 49 laps, which is the most he has ever led on an oval. He almost won the first stage, and it was his very first top 10 ever on a short track. His first top 5 too. Basically, every good thing you can say about a short track run, Shane did it for the first time in his life. Let me walk you through how it all started. Rain washed out qualifying, so NASCAR set the starting order using their backup rules. That put Shane 8th on the grid, which is a nice spot to work with. He also finished 3rd in the truck race the day before, so he already had a feel for what the track wanted. On lap 40 of the opening 80-lap stage, John Hunter Nemechek spun after getting hit by Zane Smith. That brought out the caution. Most of the frontrunners came down pit road, and Shane's team made a smart call. They only put on 2 new tires instead of 4. That got him out of the pits in 4th. Then he nailed the restart and jumped up to 2nd, right behind Denny Hamlin, who is one of the best short-track racers in the whole sport. 4 laps later, he pulled up next to Hamlin, and on lap 52, he passed him for the lead. Now here is the moment that went viral. As soon as his team told him, "Clear, clear," Shane got on the radio and blurted out, "I'm leading. What the expletive do I do now?" His crew's answer was just as funny. They came back with, "I don't know, go straight." That was the very first time Shane had ever led a lap on a short track in his life. So, the shock was real. He talked about it later and said, "When I took the lead, I got pretty excited. I said, I don't know what to do." Nobody was more surprised than him. He led for 28 laps and looked like he might actually win stage 1. But right at the end, Ty Gibbs got a run on him and edged him out at the line by less than 1/10 of a second, just 74 thousandths of a second. Shane still walked away with 9 stage points for 2nd place. But it hurt. Shane said after the race, "A bit pissed I threw it away at the last corner on that first stage. Just awesome racing up front all night." His words, not mine. Here is where it gets even more interesting. Ty Gibbs got caught speeding on pit road during the stage break. That bumped Shane up to the front row for the Stage 2 restart, right next to Joey Logano. And just 2 laps in, Shane passed Logano and took the lead again. He held it all the way until lap 113. Then the long green flag run started to hurt him. His tires wore down, and Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, and Chase Briscoe all got by. He dropped to 5th, but then 2 cautions came out. First, Alex Bowman and Tyler Reddick got tangled up near pit entry on lap 183. Then a few laps later, Christopher Bell slid up into Josh Berry, and Berry did a full 180 into the wall. Both cautions helped Shane stay in the mix. He fought hard through stage 2 and finished 5th in that stage, picking up another 6 stage points. That is 15 stage points on the night, which is huge for the playoff picture. Stage 3 was the longest one, at 174 laps. Shane spent most of it running inside the top 5. He held 4th place for a long time. Then, with about 25 laps to go, Ty Gibbs got underneath him and took 4th away. Shane crossed the line 5th. He was one of only 6 cars on the lead lap the whole night. Everyone else got lapped by Joey Logano, who took the win by less than a second over Denny Hamlin. Chase Briscoe was 3rd, Ty Gibbs was 4th, and Shane was 5th. So how did Shane pull this off on a track that should have been really hard for him? He figured out something the other drivers were not doing. He kept his left side tires right on the white line at the bottom of the track and rolled through the corners smoothly. Most other drivers had to use the high line or slide up to the wall. His way worked, and it saved his tires. He explained it like this: "The truck worked for me, so maybe it's a technique thing. but I couldn't get into the corners with any arc. I'd shear the rear and took us till the third stage to be able to do that, but I found that the bottom worked for me anyway. And here is the really cool part. Shane even said the short track felt like a road course to him. He told reporters, "It's a bit like a road course. I tried right foot braking for a bit. Half the race, I right foot braked and just feel comfortable doing that." He only did that because his left leg was sore from cramping. But it worked. Speaking of cramping, this race was brutally hot. It ran at night, but it was one of the hottest races of the whole year. Shane sat by the pit wall for a long time after climbing out of his car. He told the media,
I mean, it's just hot, man. It's just soaked the whole time, and when you're behind people, you just start cooking as well. You feel the brakes, tires, everything just gets hot. So I was struggling. Like, I felt fine, but when I stopped, I went, oh shit, I'm pretty cooked. But it was fun.
Now for the big picture. Shane earned 47 points on the night. That is the third highest total for any driver in the race. It moved him up to 14th in the standings and gave him a 54-point cushion over the chase cutoff line. Eric Jones is the first driver on the wrong side of that line right now. There are 5 races left in the regular season. The next one is the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis. After that comes Iowa, Richmond, New Hampshire, and Daytona. Shane knows exactly what he still needs to work on. He was honest about it. "I'm still weak on intermediates. I think that's probably my lowest ranked track. Getting better at drafting ones, but intermediates, we're weak. I'm weak. Weak as a team. We really need to step up there." But his plan for making the playoffs is simple. He put it this way: playoffs, that's our goal, and we just gotta keep executing, having good nights. And yeah, nights like this set us up, so just gotta keep mistake-free and accumulate as much as we can. One more crazy stat. Shane ran 355 laps inside the top 5 on Sunday night. His previous career best was just 110 laps at Sonoma last year. He also ran 442 laps inside the top 10, blowing away his old record of 328 at Charlotte earlier this year. His career total of laps led is now over 600, making him just the 126th driver ever to hit that mark in NASCAR's 78-year history. And even after everything, Shane is still hungry. He noticed something new about running up front, and he liked it. It's just calmer when you get up front. Everyone's racing really respectful, like it's a lot friendlier type of people up there. He has 8 career cup wins. Every single one of them came on a road course. That first oval win has not come yet. But after what happened at North Wilkesboro, nobody is going to be surprised when it finally does.